Good. What's wrong with you? I'm worried about my final project. It's talking about the education.
You mean our project, right?
Yes.
I also have some questions about our project.
So what should I do?
I think maybe we should ask our professor right now.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Now we can talk about it. What's your problem?
Yes, Professor, my problem, in my opinion, I think continuity and practice have deep influence on me.
What is continuity?
Well, I think continuity, that means a person who study in his student period, and when he finish his study, I think he should continue to study. And if he stop to study, that means this is failed education. And I think about practice, and in this process, practice activity will not only guarantee students to acquire a great deal of experience, also can improve them digest the knowledge and sense feeling and improve some skills.
So how about you, Summer?
According to the information I know, some 57 million children cannot attend to school. And in addition, there are a number of ignorant persons. Also, they can go to the school, but still learn too little about essential aspects of life, like healthy nutrition and conflict resolution. And those children are into a vicious cycle. It is not only children, families, countries, and societies also into this cycle. So we need to ensure every children's right to education. So for example, the government need to mandatory require parents allowing their children to go to school, and the parents should allow their children study until to 18 years old. How about you, Professor?
Someone said you are all Chinese, so in China the government said that children should go to school after they 3 years old, which means that education is equal for everyone. But you know, in some areas in China, the children cannot go to school to study because their parents don't support them to go to school. Their family don't have enough money to pay the tuition. Some schools don't have enough teachers, so I think that we should focus on promoting education for everyone.
Hi, Professor.
Hi, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. They have
Hi,
some
sorry.
problems, so now we talk about it. Do you think that we should promoting education for everyone?
Yeah, is Summer's question or Drew's question?
It's a new question.
It's a new question. Okay. In my opinion, I know the education is more important to everyone. Of course, people need education, need more knowledge that can help their future, the jobs, and if they have the good education, they can have a good chance or a good opportunity to going up. So I think education is more important in nowadays.
Yes,
So,
I agree with you.
yeah. Okay, I'm going to go to the point hall.
Okay, see you.
Sure.
Well, I think that promoting education for everyone is very important because education is very important for all citizens and the country. If government encourage people to go to school to receive an education, it will improvement of national people's quality and develop the economy. By the way, I think that for all citizens, if people go to school to study, they will learn more knowledge and they will have a chance to find a good job.
Well, Sisi, the force-feeding education. That means parents compel these kids to receive some concept, and he thought education is growth, and blind force-feeding that couldn't make it fully developed, and his thoughts have deep influence in Chinese education in 20th centuries.
Summer, what do you think about it?
Okay, I will tell you my opinion. So education are institutions that lay the foundation of a children's development. They play a key role in developing children into responsible citizens and good human beings. Education provides us with knowledge about the world. It paves the way to a good career, and in the end, it makes people complete and can have a great influence on a national growth and development.
Good idea.
Thank you.
Hi Nicholas, I know your major is business, so what's your opinion in your major?
Yeah, before that I read two article. One is from U.S. News and Education Corner.com. They say if people get a higher education like college, university education, they might getting a good job and get a good payment, higher payment, and in the future they might be walk overseas of the American, like and they have good opportunity to go up and be a leader to manage a company like that. So that's why the higher education is more important.
Yes, as you know, my major is public administration, and I think there were a lot of problems that can be solved by my major, like the organization called non-profit association can solve the education issue, and it's also known as a non-business, like I can show you,
Yep.
and organization that has been formed by a group of people to pursue a common not-for-profit goal, and that means it's work for a long time and will receive low pay. And I think this, public administration includes a lot of society problems like education issue, because education always act an important role in our society.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all.
Hi, Sama. I think I confused that I don't know how to answer this question.
What's the question?
Yes, it's that what happens if people don't have an education?
Look this. I searched some information from internet, and I think everyone should receive education. If education cannot be popular, it will have an impact on many aspects. The first one is unemployment. According to the data from 2012, people who cannot finish their high school are more likely to lose their jobs than people who get their bachelor degrees. So I think people should receive education. In this way, they can get a higher salary. The second one is look this information. In 2010, Congressional Research Service report that students also face a higher likelihood of living in poverty if they don't graduate. That is 2 times higher. How about you?
Yes, I agree with you. So I think that if people cannot go to school to receive an education, so they cannot find a good job. You see, I found 2 articles. One is why students come to US to study, and one is the 4 top reasons that students should go to school to study. You know, now in China they have some new international companies, and they have some requirements of workers such as second language, and they should have experience that work in overseas. So I think that if children can go to school to study, they will learn second language. So I think that the education is very important for children. So I think that if they cannot go to school to study, people cannot find a good job.
Yes, good idea.
I was so confused how my major can improve the education. Can you help me to solve the question?
Sure. Like take myself for example. Well, you know my major is public administration, and
Yes.
take myself for example. I worked for a non-profit association for 2 weeks in rural that holds the hope of family, and there were 46 students living here with 6 teachers, and they take care of them. And actually, I think when I work here, I think they quite lost the education resources. So I volunteer to work right there, and I asked some professional teachers, and they gave me the suggestion very sincerely, like use picture to use vivid picture to substitute just tell them the boring series. And I used to took them to the art exhibition, and I think they got more education resources and broaden their horizons. I think education is equal for every child. So I think the non-profit association provide a stage in their education life. How about you?
As you guys know, my major is education, so I think my major is very helpful to solve this problem. And there are not enough teachers on the world. And for example, in South Africa, there are 174 students in one class, but other children cannot turn on to the school. So there are lack of teachers, and in order to increase the number of teachers, I think education students can trying to obtain a teacher certificate, and also education students can be volunteers and go to South Africa to teach their children. How about you, Cici?
Yeah, as you know, I study early childhood education. So I think that if we can become a teacher, it will promoting education for everyone. But summer, she studies the music education. She will become a music teacher in the future. If we can go to school to teach some children, so we can solve this problem. How about you?
Yeah, as we know, like business can improve education, like team group. Everywhere sponsored or university a lot of money, and nowadays American universities tuition is so expensive. Like the Harvard, the Ivy League school, they tuition 15,000 each year. So we can reduce the tuition, and we can find some company to invite the school and can make some scholarship student can get. So that's all my major's opinion.
Oh, that's cool. Hey Jill.
Hi.
Yeah, I want to share my opinion with you.
Sure.
Look the information. According to the information I know, since 1999, the popularity of universal education has great progress.
Yes.
And more than half of the world countries, their education penetration rate of 95%. But since 2007, the global progress of stagnation leading to 58 million children out of school. So the impact of the individual has a great help to universal education. For parents, I think they should allow their children to go to school, and they should be equal to boys and girls.
Yes.
And parents also should allow their children studying till 80 years old. And also for other people, they can be volunteers and they can teach people who live in poor areas like South Africa.
Yes.
How about you?
Yes, I think from individual angle, I think we should pay more attention on the education issue that help children who have no ability to accept education, and we should provide more education resources for them. Like I work for an organization that is non-profit association, and we improve a lot. We gave them a lot of education issues because I think education is one of the important issue in our society.
Yes, I agree with you.
Thank you.
In my opinion, I thought education is more important in the world, because if we want to move up, the book is your step. So I think I can, if I can provide the education, I will do like make some difficult thing to the children or to the people. Then they will thought education is more important. Like for example, some of people living in China, but they didn't know about English. So if you change the advertisement to the English, that can provide them to learning English just like that. So make some difficult to people, they can improve the education. That's all.
Well, I think that I can become a volunteer and I can go to some poor areas to teach some children, such as I can go to Yunnan province in China. In Yunnan province, some children cannot go to school to study because their parents don't support their children to go to school to receive an education. If I can become a volunteer and I can go these poor areas and to persuade their parents to realize the education is very important for children. Besides, I think that I can bring some books and go to these poor areas. If children read some books, I think they will really want to learn more knowledge, so they will go to school to receive an education.